With that, Coach, we'll start with you. Maybe just an opening comment on the season ahead, and then we'll start questions.
Thanks for everyone for coming out. We've had 7 practices so far. We will have our 8th today after this event. It's been very productive. There's no doubt that the summer practices really helped us. Our guys are working extremely hard. They're very coachable. I like our talent. It's been a lot of fun so far.
How seriously are the seniors, and particularly a guy like Daquan Miller, how seriously are they taking their senior season and ending things in a good way?
Very serious.
Can you expand on that?
Yeah, I mean, I always say you only get to be a senior once. And I think those guys, it's very important for them. Very similar to when we were in a situation a couple years ago when Pitt came back for his last year. He wanted to leave on the right note, and he was able to help us have a good season. And I think these guys want to walk out of here feeling good about what they've done.
How's the competition been within the team?
Great. It's been very competitive each and every day, and while we still have some guys out, it's been very good. I thought yesterday we had an outstanding practice, and it's easy when guys are fighting for minutes. And I think the new guys, their growth has been accelerated because the returners are pushing them, and then I think the returners have been pushed by the new guys, and that's a positive thing.
Paul, has there been any difficulty at all with the influx of new players in terms of their adjusting to a new system?
No, it's been pretty easy. Now those guys individually will go through some struggles, as all new players do in college basketball, but they're really good guys. They work extremely hard. They've enhanced everything that we're trying to do.
Who are some new guys that you're excited about?
All of them. I mean, they're all good players, and they've all had good moments, and I think they're all going to be solid guys that contribute for the program.
What's Greg Williams' status right now?
We hope that he can get into full practices in about a month to 2 months. So at this point, we're probably going to redshirt him. There's no sense of rushing him back. He has not been in full contact yet, nor is he ready for that. But he is making progress. He's been through an awful lot, and the main thing is just to have him healthy.
Saw him in the dating game at halftime of soccer last week, and he's quite a personality.
He's an outstanding young man, and I think he's got a very positive outlook on life after everything that he's been through, and he's been through some very difficult things. So we're happy that he's here. We're happy that he's upright. He was in the hospital for a long time this summer, so we're slowly but surely getting him back to where he needs to be.
Can the same be said for Austin?
Austin Reuter's making progress. It's that hip labrum is a very difficult deal, and he has not been released for full contact yet, but we're just getting him back into the flow, and we hope to have him for the start of the season. And the same thing with Tyler McCullough. They're both they're doing a lot of conditioning drills. They're able to do skill work. They're just not able to do contact right now.
I've seen a lot of talk about work ethic, early morning workouts, players doing things without being prompted by coaches to do it. How has the work ethic been as a whole?
It's been great. I think the guys have taken a lot of ownership, and that's what you're always looking for as a coach or as a program for your guys, just to get in the gym. And I've never been around a gym rat that hasn't been successful. I think guys that put the hours in, they end up producing. And we've had a lot of guys get in the gym and put a lot of work in.
Paul was talking about Chris and how you've seen him grow over the first 2 years, and then your expectations of him this season.
Have very high expectations for Chris. He's grown a lot, and he's going to continue to grow. He's going to continue to make progress, and I think for him, he puts the work in. It's all of those other things sometimes. The only person that can stop Chris Kendricks is Chris Kendricks, and he's been really fun to coach. Trust is a big thing with Chris, and I think relationships take time, and he's trusting the process more. He's trusting us, and I'm excited about his development. He got to go with Athletes in Action in the spring, and I think that was a tremendous experience for him, and it had absolutely zero to do with basketball.
Coach, a couple of JUCO guys last year, Daquan, you got a couple this year, you got a couple in the pipe. Just talk about going kind of the junior college route. You only have them for 2 years, but they can make an immediate impact. Just talk a little bit about, is that something that this program is kind of needing to go to at this point?
I just think we want to get the right guys, and you have to have a good mix. Daquan was a junior college kid that was the newcomer of the year. We started 3 freshmen at times too, so I think we've got a good mix. We took 3 junior college kids that are here now, and they have just been tremendous additions on and off the floor, so we feel good about those guys, and you're trying to find the right guys, and that's what we're going to continue to do.
With all the graduation losses and other teams in the Valley, I mean, do you see this as a year where there are a lot of teams that can make a move up, move down, and you guys being one of them?
I do. I think it's there's a lot of opportunities for movement, and you want to be moving the right way. So, and all that being said, it's going to be very competitive. There is nothing easy in this league. But with losing 9 out of the top 10 guys on the all-league team, I think there's a lot of room for people to make a move, and I think we've got a roster that I really like, and I think our guys hopefully are ready to try making a move.
How much did the team benefit from the Bahamas trip?
It was a great trip for us, and I think any of those trips can be very beneficial. But for this particular team, I don't know that I've ever been on a better trip, and I've been on a lot of those trips, but it was really good for our guys and the way they conducted themselves.
Who would win one-on-one, you or Coach Harper?
Well, I'd kill John Harper.